Hey guys,
Welcome back.
happy to have you here. It's a very rainy Cinco de Mayo.
Here at the ranch.
Yeah, but yesterday and today were really big days for us. Yesterday, our cattle showed up about
Woohoo!
7 o'clock last night.
Two trucks, all 181 of them.
Yeah, and you guys, these cattle are they are primo Black Angus. They're from a ranch in Bridger, Montana. The Loinings own it, and the cattle are just absolutely beautiful, even.
Long legs.
Yeah, they're like the thoroughbreds of cattle. They are leggy things and quiet.
Yeah.
They've all grown up, lived in the same place. They're kind of used to living in the same country as we have right here. They're not afraid to climb mountains.
No.
Shane thinks when we rope and brand them, they're going to run really fast because they got the legs for it. But it's always a happy day for us when the cattle show up. We love having them. Brenda especially, because she literally is like mother hen. They're like her
Yep.
babies. She is just happy as can be right now.
And today we moved, this morning we moved off of hay in the corrals. They had lots of hay and water. And then we put them on Shane's Mountain to start. And I know some of you have seen the videos of where Will and Willie are clearing. And it's neat because we took them to water and then we're going to hay them right down low where all the clearing has happened. So hopefully it'll help reseed the grass and kind of killing two birds with one stone, keeping them close so we can gather them in time for branding, but also able to kind of help out the pasture and the mountain as a whole.
Yeah, and golly, Willie does beautiful work. It's like a park up there, and next couple years it's just going to grow even way more grass. So it's really something to see. And for you guys coming out here this year, we'll probably be using it for a lot of horsemanship area too,
Yeah.
and the trees and stuff. So it's just spectacular. But
After Shane's Mountain and after branding, because that'll be coming up here in the next few weeks.
yeah, we're gonna go this week. They're gonna be on Shane's Mountain. We're gonna gather them like into one of our catch pen pastures, our east pasture, right before literally the day our next group of guests leaves, and they come in on the 11th. They stay till the 18th or 19th. Yeah, they leave on the 19th. That's the day our branding crew shows up. And then we've got 4 or 5 days to get everything rope branded before our next group of guests come in. So the procession is gather off Shane's Mountain, catch pen in the east pasture. We'll grab groups of them each day from the east pasture, rope and brand however many we can get through in a day, turn them out into Shane's pasture overnight, and then first thing in the morning, wranglers will be taking branded cattle up to Pure Mountain,
Which you all know from the lunch spot, the big all-day ride.
We've only used it once for cattle, way in the beginning when we first got it, and have not put cattle on there since. We did a lot of clearing up there. We wanted a bunch of stuff to grow, and we wanted it to be a pasture where we hit in the spring, not in the fall, because we like there to be a lot of feed up there for our wildlife in the fall. So it's going to be a ton of fun. It is like I have very fond memories of moving cattle and gathering cattle off of Pier. It is so much fun. From Pier, we'll probably hit 420 and then Ferguson and at the whole pasture range. It's a little bit different this year, but it's really going to be. Shane had some really great ideas on it. It's going to work fantastic.
And the neat part, too, is you guys have been doing a lot of scouting, and I guess you found some new lunch spots kind of around Pier up in the back country.
Yeah, outside of the Pier gates, but we've got some really, we go out in the back country a lot in the wintertime and all that. And anyways, there's just some absolutely gorgeous areas for like all day rides, and you can you can just see different parts of the valley. On one of the lunch spots, you could see all the way to Sylvan Lake.
Oh, neat. That's really cool.
So it's we're excited to show first the Wranglers, and then you guys, or maybe we'll just give them a map and say,
good luck.
Lewis and Clark it, man.
Lewis and Clark it. And it'll be cool too, because Des was talking about how even the cattle are, and I mean, like you said, you and Shane have a really good plan and feeding plan as well, but just for measurement, they're at about 635 pounds coming in, and then that way you'll kind of have an idea as to when we ship them out in October. I think October 6th is our date.
Yep.
Before the snow flies. They should be up past 900, 950 and have some big ends.
Probably high 8s, low 9s. We'll see. These have a really nice frame to them, so they might pack on nice. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm really excited about it. They're all healthy, beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's our cattle. We're going to be checking on them each day. It might be Shane and I this week because the crew is on shoeing duty for the week.
Yep.
It'll be Lainey's first time in the shoeing pen, so it'll be a learning curve for her, but shoot, you just never know. She might take right up.
Yeah. It'll be good too, because our goal is to get the herd all done in 4 days, but we're resetting shoes this go around, so we're not having to shape brand new shoes. Obviously, we'll replace the ones if they're super worn out, but for the most part, it'll be a trim, reshoe them, finish them, but no need to shape brand new shoes.
Yeah, and it's actually been really cool because this winter we had Tommy come out a few times to just do a few trimming days with the crew. We didn't do that last year, and we just kind of, I think they were trimmed once.
Yeah, and not regularly.
Yeah. And so we were really able to keep everything shaped up really nice, and it's paying off.
Mm-hmm.
They've been in wet and mud and slop, and Sammy took a video of Clayton. I hope she posts it, where he's like in the slough. He looks like a moose.
They look like they're wearing socks right about now because they're all eating the little grass snippets in the bog.
the horses are keeping their shoes on, so everything's working out really nice. But yeah, like it's been just rainy. It's been I feel like it's been a little chillier spring than what I've gotten used to, but we've got a couple more days of rain and like high 50s, might hit 60, and then looks like boom on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're hitting mid 70s and into the low 80s. So things are they're already really green. Everything is already exploding. We're starting to get some wildflowers, but with those temperatures, it's just things are gonna be exploding as far as the grass grows. Like you drive up the driveway sometimes at this time of year, and you swear the grass grew 3 inches overnight. It's insane.
And with the grass, it also means removing grass in unwanted areas. And on Thursday and Friday of this last week, and kind of it's an ongoing project, but the crew's been teaming up and kind of trying to tackle pieces of Shane's yard, just getting the beds cleaned up, and like I said, weeding a lot of the grass and planting some new ground cover. I think we have some thyme in there, and all of that, just kind of getting it nice and shaped up while we have weather that is conducive to it, and weed eating. So that's been really neat because Brooklyn and Hannah Ray have joined us. The Wrangler crew's been on board. So just any opportunity we can get when we're not working with the horses or cattle, we've been chipping away at that to hopefully make it so it's not such a big to-do in the
it's one
super
of those
warm
things like
temps.
if you put one person on it, it's just too much. You got to just assemble a crew and knock that thing out. It's a beast. But I don't know if you guys got them, but Hannah Ray made these like incredible homemade granolas, and if you guys are coming out here this year to visit, highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Ask her to make them for you. You will not be disappointed.
Everyone around the table
they are
loved them.
so freaking good. It's like they're healthy. Like I don't even know how they're healthy. They're so good. I'm over the moon. She made me a batch.
I love it.
So we got the yard, Shane and I last week. Really, nobody rode. We were so busy, just knee deep in projects at the ranch. CJ's like, he has got miles and miles and miles of fence to go around.
He only comes off the mountain during the day to shuffle around irrigation.
He's also the pastures. He's got 8 hose reels going full time watering pastures. So Shane and I did a lot of meetings running around, planning for when we're going to put cattle here and there, when we're going to put horses here and there, looking at how pastures look, what needs to be cleaned. I feel like most of this past week, most of my days were spent driving.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the process. This place you got to keep it running like a well-oiled machine. So that means you got to get off the horse and do the other stuff. And the crew's been working on projects like Jen was talking about. So everything's shaping up nice, man. I mean, you got such a great crew. So.
And we're kind of excited as well because you've been bouncing around from pasture to pasture, and we've kind of been following along with you and getting pastures ready for horses, because here pretty soon in May we're going to start putting the horses onto grass for just a few hours and then pulling them to where we build them up to where they can be out on grass.
Yeah, when we first turn them out, if we just turned them out onto this lush green grass, they'd just come in not feeling too well probably. No. But so we always ease them into it over like the course of a week. We'll do like a couple hours a day the first day, and then feed hay, and then go up to 3, 5, 6, and then work our way up to
all night.
8 all night long. So,
and with that too means that, I mean, once they get onto grass full time, they're going to be working through it, because you got to think we have over 80 horses on one pasture, and although they're big, they can chow down. So we're kind of trying to be proactive and make sure that we're getting through filling gopher holes, delimbing, making sure fence is set up right, so that way once the season kind of takes off, pastures are horse ready and safe.
Yeah, and we really breeze through them, but I don't know. I'd be probably hard pressed to find a place that spends as much time on the preparation of the pastures to make sure they are just so they're safe. I mean, there's always a risk when you're sending horses out, and they're galloping miles over wherever to get to wherever they're going. It's always a risk to let horses live free like we do, but we try to eliminate as much risk as possible so that everybody stays healthy and happy and injury free. So that's our program. Oh yeah, I along with the green and the rain, one of my favorite little side hustles is looking for my morel mushrooms. So
the shroomies.
We got a batch last week. I got to hit some more of my spots, but probably gonna
more of my spots.
Saute those up in some garlic, salt, and butter, and just still where they're just a tiny bit crispy.
Sounds amazing.
If I find a big batch right before next guest week, you guys might be treated to some delicacy.
A girl can dream. No, I'm just kidding.
There's such a short season. Like they live and die, and then they're gone, and you got to get them at the right time. And so, yeah. Branding, we talked about it earlier, but gosh, it's just coming right up. Usually the past couple years, it's been kind of yucky weather. We've branded a little bit earlier, so we've been in the old indoor doing it. And this year, Shane wants to go back to old school and go in his big outdoor arena and let those things fly if they want to. So we've got the old indoor as a backup, but this week, as much as possible, with everything else going on, we're going to try to get these roping horses a little more legged up and practice on. We have a roping sled that we named Ugly. And he's got actually cowhide on him, but you drag him with one horse, the other horse follows. And so both horses get really good work. It's kind of a fun deal. So it's all coming up.
Busy.
Hot and heavy.
These next 3 weeks are about to just run away from us.
Yeah, geez Louise. So, yeah, it'll be fun. And little, our cow dog, Cha-Cha, she got to go with the cattle today. She's never been able to get some really good, she's had a few times in the arena, but she really just needs like arena round pen work. But now that Shane's got this enormous round pen, we're going to be using it for her, for us, and for the guests, teaching cutting in that big round pen this year when we have people over. So it's that'll really be something fun for you guys to work on. You got any last thoughts and comments, Jendoza?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, I'm sure after these next few weeks, our next upcoming Highlines will be just as jam-packed with good stuff. But I mean, we're just excited. Excited for cattle, excited for branding, all of it.
Well, you guys have yourself a good Cinco de Mayo. I hope the horse you bet on won yesterday in the Derby. The one I wanted to win did not. But that's okay because I didn't bet no money.
We'll catch you later.
Bye, guys.